Yo, 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 what's going on, y'all boys? Rick, I'm back, man. It's me. I'm back. The main attraction, back in full effect. LIB Media, lightning in a bottle, baby. Let's go. Look, man. I know it's been a little minute. I apologize about the lighting. I gotta try to give me a better light in this room, man. But either way, man, I'm here to just talk about free agency real quick, man. I was thinking about what I wanted to make a video on, and because the legal tampering period starts tomorrow, it's best to talk about free agency. And when I talk about free agency, I'm gonna kind of talk about everything in a whole. Just give my thoughts on certain players and stuff, and also just everything. And when I say everything, like I saw Max Crosby get traded to the Ravens. Um, stuff like that is already happening right now. People are getting re-signed. Daniil Hunter got a huge contract, which is well deserved. Definitely one of the best in the sport at what he does, but doesn't get as much credit as he should. But that's neither here nor there. I'll kind of start with the draft. The draft is going to be interesting because a lot of players came and showed out at the combine, man. We got to wait for the pro day for players like Ruben Bain to get his measurables and stuff, and then Caleb Downs, those kind of people. But Sonny Styles, Arvell Reese, the boys came and showed out. David Bailey, they came and solidified their draft stock. So we're going to see a lot of them go early. Jeremiah Love did exactly what people expected him to do. So that's going to affect kind of free agency and where everybody lands and how this whole thing unravels. Long story short, so what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna just go ahead and share my screen. That way I can kind of just run through how ESPN has these players ranked and just kind of give my thoughts on who's in free agency, who should go back to their team, who deserves a bigger contract, just stuff like that. So let's see. All right, so this is on ESPN. Just real quick, I'm gonna just kind of run through this real quick. Trey Hendrickson is somebody I would love to come to Washington. He deserves a 2 or 3 year contract because he still is producing at a high level, even though he's 31. Tyler Lindenbaum is probably going to go back to the Ravens. He's one of the best in the sport. Jalen Phillips finally got traded out of Miami, so we could really see what he could do. He still has a lot of upside left in the tank. Alecpierce is going to get overpaid this year only because he's like the best receiver available. So you kind of got to do with that what you must. Rasheed Walker probably will sign back with the Packers. I think he's a good player. Adafe Owe is a decent edge. He should have a pretty good market for himself. Braden Smith, I think the Colts are going to have to sign him back. They definitely need him. The Colts O-line is pretty all around really good. John Franklin Myers is a really, really good player, underrated. Not sure if the Broncos can't have the money to sign him back, but he should have a good market out there. Alontae Taylor, I don't really have much to say about him. He's a decent player. Quay Walker, athletic linebacker. He's somebody I would like to go to Washington, but I think he'll get paid pretty highly this year. The Packers are going to have a huge need for money soon with the quarterback and then the Micah Parsons deal. So Reek Woolen, shout out to him coming off the Super Bowl. Now that he got a Super Bowl, he should go try to get a payday. Fast corner, pretty long. So he should have a market out there. Mike Evans is going to sign a 1 year deal with somebody. He already got his Super Bowl, so right now he's just playing for the love of the game. He's still a great player to still have. Tremaine Edmonds, decent player. Not the biggest fan of him, but he's going to get a decent contract. Jalen Watson, Kansas City is just really good at getting cornerbacks and training them up. And Jalen Watson was a late late pick. I think he was a 6th or 7th round pick, and they turned him into something serious. So shout out to Kansas City for that. He deserves to go get paid some way. He already is a Super Bowl champion. Malik Willis is going to get a chance, especially now that Sam Darnold won the Super Bowl, and I kind of talked about that in one of my previous videos, man. He set it up so that other quarterbacks can get a chance. I think Malik Willis is going to go somewhere, get a chance to be the starter, and I would pick him up in fantasy for y'all that play fantasy. Kenneth Walker is a bit overrated. He's Super Bowl MVP, but that is, he's been sharing carries the majority of the year. A lot of people think if he had got all the carries himself, he would just be a feature back. I'm not so sure about that. I don't necessarily think that he is that good, but I know someone's going to overpay for him. It's probably going to be my team, and I'll be mad about it later. Devin Lloyd is a great player. He developed. He had a great combine a couple years ago, and now he's finally reaching his full potential. He deserves to get a lot of money. Kyler Murray also will go to a team and be a starter. Someone will take a chance on him, probably like the Vikings or somebody. Just take a chance on him just to see if he can put something together, because the arm talent and the speed and stuff is still there. Isaiah Likely, probably the best tight end available in my opinion. Pass catcher, still 26. He's going to get a good paycheck. Romeo Doubs is decent. I think he needs to get out of Green Bay. They have an oversaturated wide receiver room, so I think he should leave. Travis Etienne, he's okay. Yeah, he's just okay. Now I'm just kind of speed through and talk about the people I want to talk about. Rashid Shaheed is a great returner, and he got speed. So he's going to get a good bit of money. Clavon Chaisson, out of LSU, I remember him. Has finally found a way to develop. The Patriots are good at raising up their D linemen. Let's see who else is on here. Joey Bosa, only 31, feels older than that, but Joey Bosa can always help a team. He definitely can get 7 to 8 sacks in a season still. Wan'Dale Robinson, I think, is a sleeper. I think somebody need to get him. The Giants are going to have an oversaturated receiver room. They're probably going to take a receiver too. Malik Neighbors is going to be coming back. It's going to be too much there. Wan'Dale needs to go. I would love to have him. Joe Benito, he's 34, but he's still a good player. Linemen don't age as rapidly, so I think it'll be pretty good for him. Rico Dowdle, I'm not super big on him. He had a couple good games this year. Not mad at that. Nakobe Dean is an athlete and a half. He'll be a great pickup for somebody. Aaron Rodgers needs to hang it up. I'm tired of that. Kwity Paye is a solid player. Great run defender. Not that much of a pass rusher, but if you need help in the run game. Jamel Dean, I think, should sign back with Tampa Bay. Debo, I do not want him back in Washington, even though he had a pretty good season for us. I just don't want him back. I just don't like the way it looks. I just want to get some real receivers for Jaden. Jalen Naylor, for me, is a super sleeper. I think Jalen Naylor will be a budding star. I think he can have an 800, 900 receiving yard season if he goes to the right team. Nick Cross is a great tackler. He has a nose for the ball. He's just a great player to pick up if somebody can. Kelsey, it only makes sense for him to go back to Kansas City. Same thing with Dallas Goedert to go back. Elijah Vera Tucker is actually a really good player. He probably want to get off the Jets, but the Jets is just sick. Chris Paul should not be a free agent. We should have signed him back, but at the same time, Washington don't do all the smartest stuff. Njoku is a nice player. He's turning 30. He can still help a team. No, he's gonna get a 2-3 year deal, probably. Demario Davis is old, but he's still, man. He reminds me of what Bobby Wagner is for us. He uses his mind to still play football, not his athleticism. Um, who else? Who else? Rashad White, Kingsley, Ingabari. I don't know about him. Cameron Jordan being a free agent is a little bit disrespectful. Saints should sign him back. Let him finish his career right there. He was a great player for them for many, many years. Um, Gino got cut. That's kind of crazy. Andre Cisco is a player I actually liked coming out of college. So we'll see what happens with him. But that's just me giving a quick run through on how I think about the plays in this free agency. Just my thoughts. I just kind of tried to speed up. Didn't want this video to be too long. But how y'all feel about free agency? The draft, about your team. This is the time of year to try to get excited. This is the time of year where all football fans delude themselves into thinking their team is going to be Super Bowl ready because of the moves you make in the offseason. You will talk up players, you will talk up draft picks just to make yourself feel better. I know that all too well, but we'll see how it goes, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Give me y'all thoughts on free agency. Give me y'all thoughts on players that I didn't go over that are free agents, and tell me who you think y'all team should pick up in free agency or what needs y'all got. With that being said, man, this Rick, man, this is LIB Media, Lightning in the Bottle, and I'm out of here. Y'all have a great day. Peace.